Hey folks, Jim at DrumART coming to you from beautiful upstate New York on a lazy, rainy Sunday afternoon. I thought I'd try to take a few minutes and answer one of the most frequently asked questions we receive, which is what's the difference between the different head finishes that you offer? So in our Head Builder drum head design tool, we offer many different finish options: glossy, satin, direct printed, headlights, clear heads, texture coated heads, calf tone heads. So I wanted to kind of go through. Our new website is live and it's awesome. Feedback has been great, and it gives us the opportunity to add more content than we have had in the past. And one of the things that we've done here is if you look on our menu, we have our normal image gallery, our customer drumhead gallery. It's got about 50,000 designs in it. But then we also have this new section called Client Photos, which is client supplied photos of their drum heads. And then we have this other thing called ShopShots, which is where I'm going to stay focused right now. This ShopShots section we're going to update every week, maybe 10, 15, 20 pictures every week from basically what we've done in production that week, what's going on in the shop. Might be dogs, might be inventory, might be whatever we feel like posting. But to this point, it's been mostly examples of drum heads that we've done over the past few months. And I think it's a good opportunity, or it's a good way for me to illustrate the differences in these finish types. So all that said, I'm going to go through and I'll just scroll down the page and give examples. So the standard DrumART finish, okay, the one we've been doing for 30 plus years now, is the gloss laminate print. This is when you think of a custom printed DrumART based drum head, this is probably what you're thinking. And this is high contrast, high color, vibrant, really beautiful. We've invested tons in our infrastructure, so we have I think three gloss laminate printers plus a separate printer that's dedicated only to bumper stickers. So tons of capacity here, super high quality, and like you can see, it's got more of a shine or a sheen to it. It's more vivid and vibrant. Then we have our satin prints. So the satin finish, which is like a UV print, okay? So this is a satin finish drum head. So you can see there's less sheen, less shine to it, and maybe a little bit more subtle, maybe better for certain types of artwork. I mean, this is all subjective. It's all based on what look you're going for. I'm just trying to show the differences in these things. Then we have direct print. So this is a direct printed logo on a gloss black drum head. Direct printing is also UV cure ink, so that is going to have, the ink itself is going to be satin, whereas the underlying drum head is going to be glossy. Okay, so in this case, the white, the ink is more of a satin or matte finish, while the drum head is glossy. Same thing. So for example, this Doobie Brothers head printed the same way. Okay, this is direct printed onto a gloss black Evans EQ3 hat. The direct printing also allows us, opens doors for things like printing onto clear drum heads. So this is directly printed onto a clear drum head. So what we did here is we underprint a white base, an opaque white base, and then print color on top of it. Okay. Generally speaking, a more involved, more difficult, more expensive process, but it's something that we can very easily offer and do it all the time. Direct printing also allows us to do other different interesting things. Like, for example, this customer wanted a quote-unquote murdered out look, so black on black. So matte black on a glossy black drum head, which is a really cool effect. I mean, if that's what you're going for, and we don't judge. I think it's cool. We can offer, or we can do this kind of thing as well. So because we've invested so heavily in our equipment, we have the flatbed UV printers, we have the laminate UV printer, the EcoSol gloss printers, we have dye sublimation printers, we have water-based aqueous printers, we even have DTG, direct to garment printers, so we can print t-shirts and stuff. But anyway, all of that said, when you're going through the head builder and you're wondering, well, what is it, what is gloss versus what is satin versus what is, direct print, these are the differences. So here's a satin laminate print. So where you would see, like, on a gloss, it would be much shinier, like this one. All right, this is a gloss laminate print. This is satin laminate. Okay, this is direct printed. Okay, so again, the satiny ink with the gloss black drum head. Same here. Satin laminate, satin direct print on a gloss black drum head. And then, we can do things like I showed clear. We can do things like direct printing on, this is an Evans calftone head. And the thing about Evans calftone heads is that logo, that Evans logo, because of the fibrous nature of the coating, that can't be removed by any other way than cutting it out, physically cutting that out. Short of a blowtorch, you're not getting that logo off the drum head. So we require at least a 3.5-inch port on Evans calftone drum heads for that reason. So hopefully that makes sense. And then, if you want to go absolutely hog wild, that's where we get into this type of thing where this is one of the drum heads that we're very famous for. It's Todd Zuckerman of Styx. We do his drum heads, and this one, he's now an endorser, or he endorses Sonore drums, but this was when he was with Pearl, and this was for, I think, his last Masterworks kit, Bobinga, and he sent us this finished sample from Pearl, along with all of the hardware on that kit was rose gold. None of it was chrome. I mean, you can get away with it when you're Todd, when you're as good as and as influential as he is. So he had Pearl do this finish on a Bobinga drum kit with this finish, the rose gold on all the hardware, and he wanted us to match the drum head to the finish and the rose gold mirror TS logo and Pearl logo to the hardware. Wow, was that difficult. We actually lightened up the bass drum heads a little bit just because of for photography and for so they don't get lost in shadow. But it's awesome. That effect was incredible. We'll do that obviously for Todd because he's Todd. If we can do it, but you got to be prepared to pay for something like that. There is literally months of work involved in getting a drum head like that out the door and matching everything perfectly. So, fun stuff. Shows what we can do. I mean, obviously, look through this ShopShots section. We try to do a decent job. We're not as good as we should be, but in labeling these things, so, that's a direct-to-head UV print. That's a gloss laminate print. So we're going to do better moving forward, showing, basically defining what all of the finishes are that you're seeing on all these drum heads. So if you come here, you can find maybe a design that's similar to what you're looking for, and then see how the different finish options might look on those things. Here's one that we printed onto gold, a gold sequin sparkle, or not sequin sparkle, but a gold sparkle substrate. So this is UV printed on a gold sparkle drum head. So it's kind of cool, obviously. I mean, again, it's going to be expensive, but it's something that we can do. This is a great one. This was on a clear head, white underbass, color print, and it leaves these open windows like a stained glass window look on the drum head. So really unique, really cool, really involved. But this is if you order for just whatever you want, this is what you're going to get. This is just a typical standard DrumART custom bass drum head. So spectacular quality. Beautiful. We take a ton of pride in what we do. Obviously, I'm still jazzed about it. I love what I do. And go through here and look around and ask us any questions. info@drumart.com is always available. And we're always come on. Like, how cool is that? Like, if you're on stage with a double kick set that looks like that, you're a stud. Anyway, so thank you, as always, for your support. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for your attention after 9.5 minutes. And please let us know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great weekend. And thanks again for paying attention. And we hope to work with you soon.